Good morning again in the English e-lecture series of SVP Government College Dungarpur. Our today's topic is Go and Catch a Falling Star. Go and Catch a Falling Star. A poem written by or composed by John Donne. When we talk about the John Donne was the poet of Elizabethan age. Basically, Elizabethan age covers in our literature a big period, a big productive period. And among this big productive period, there is a little group of poets called metaphysical poets. This metaphysical poets or this metaphysical poetry was led by or dominated by or prominated by the John Donne. So John Donne was the 17th century poet of Elizabethan age, generally called a metaphysical poet. His song collection called Poems 1633. The another name of this collection was Songs and Sonnets. Among them, there was a poem or there was a song, Go and Catch a Falling Star. Let us discuss a brief introduction of Go and Catch a Falling Star. A song, this is generally tagged as song, not a poem. Song, Go and Catch a Falling Star was first in print after Donne's death in his 1633 edition. And the name of that edition was Poems, and the another name of this collection or this group of poems was called Songs and Sonnets. So the collection of poems that was published or there was first printed in 1633's edition is called Poems 1633 or Songs and Sonnets 1633. In this poem there are three stanzas. The lines follow a consistent rhyme scheme conforming to the pattern of AB, CC and DDD. So this is the different rhyme scheme among the poems that were written in collaboration with the poem. For example, the first four lines are the same. With 7 syllables. The next two contain 8. Then there are two syllables line. Two syllables line. Finally, the stanza ends with a 7 syllable line. So these three things we generally find in the poems of Go and Catch a Falling Star association with the other 1633 collection. Throughout the poem then employs a light and sometimes humorous tone. Light in the sense that the language and the thoughts are very simple and they can be understood by everyone, and the humorous in the sense that he humors or he uses the satire or ironical tone to interpret his poem. It tells of a speaker's belief that there are no women. So this is the theme of the poem. It tells of a speaker's belief that there are no women in the world who are true, both beautiful and faithful. So according to Donne, these two qualities, first one is beauty and second one is faith. These two things cannot be found in one woman. Here the list of impossible tasks, for example, we can say mermaid's fruit, past years, devil's foot, and the concept of mermaid singing, envy singing, honest mind, stained sight, everything. So these examples are comparable to the impossible tasks, and done compares all these 7 or 8 or how many examples are given in the poem, all with the one thing, the impossible task, that is no woman in the world that's both beautiful and faithful. Another, the poem's rhyme scheme, relatively steady meter and clear hyperbole make its tone feel somewhat light-hearted and satirical. But the speaker also seems to harbor genuine melancholy, bitterness, and cynicism towards woman and relationship. Thus, this is the introduction of the poem. In the second video, we will read about the stanzas of the poem. Thank you.